Voters venture into sub-zero temperatures on Monday to kick off the U.S. Republican presidential nomination race with the Iowa caucuses. It is the first major test of whether frontrunner Donald Trump can defeat rivals Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis. With a commanding lead in polls, the former U.S. president is expected to win the Midwestern states first in the nation vote handily. Now, the 2024 primary season begins with Donald Trump well ahead of his Republican opponents on key measures of popularity. As per a new ABC News Ipsos poll, Joe Biden's job approval rating has dropped to a low for any president in the past 15 years. Only 33% of those surveyed said that they approved of Biden, a drop from the previous poll in September 2023. Now, back then, 37% approved of the U.S. president's performance. Biden's disapproval rating is 58%, up from 56% in September. Blizzards and a potential wind chill in some areas of minus 38 degrees Celsius or even colder. Iowans may have to contend with the coldest conditions in the modern era of presidential election campaigns. Trump and his leading rivals Haley and DeSantis were forced to cancel appearances in the home stretch of campaigning. The threat to Monday's turnout has added intrigue to a campaign season that is already something of an unknown quantity.
You're going to be first in the nation. So brave the weather and go out and save America, because that's what you're doing. This is really about saving our country.
And despite his apparent strength, the former U.S. president has been indicted 4 times since he was last a contestant. Trump is preparing for the potential collapse of his business empire in his native New York as a result of a civil fraud trial. The Iowa race is hardly competitive anymore. A new NBC News Mediacom poll has Trump at 48% among likely caucus goers, with Haley surging into second place, but still only at 20%. The poll was more bad news for Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who scored just 16%. DeSantis insisted on Sunday that his very motivated backers would turn out in huge numbers to keep him relevant in a vote open only to registered Republicans. Haley, a former South Carolina governor, is looking to outperform expectations to cement her claim to be Trump's top challenger, going into a preferred state of New Hampshire the following week. And speaking to Fox News, she said, and I'm quoting her, we have got to put these names of Biden and Trump in the past and look forward with new solutions. Now, Iowa is a notoriously poor predictor of the eventual nominee. However, it is considered crucial for winnowing the field and as a springboard to the next few battlegrounds, which include Haley's home state. The Republican primary also features a number of low-polling contestants, including biotech entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy. Ramaswamy has promised a third-place finish in Iowa, but did not qualify for the final televised debate. Iowa's Democrats will also attend caucuses, a meeting at which local members of a political party gather to register their contestant preferences. But they will vote by mail from January until March. And for more on the Iowa caucus, we were earlier joined by Stephen Golub, live from California. He is an international affairs expert and a political analyst. Listen to what he had to say.
I don't think the Trump campaign should be worried because a lot of Trump supporters are really passionate about him. Some of them in an almost cultish way. So even though the overall turnout will diminish, he should still easily finish first. The real question is whether Nikki Haley will beat Ron DeSantis, the Florida governor, for second place. And if she does, then that will give her a lot of momentum going into New Hampshire, which is a state where she's polling relatively well and even has a chance of beating Trump there. That is in New Hampshire.